Hi guys, it's Sam from Creatively Sam's, and I'm going to show you how I went from this to this. If you want to see how I made this winter centerpiece, stay tuned. It's coming up next. Okay, for the container, what you need is an empty tissue box. I'm using the square one because it's going to be a small arrangement. Some snowflakes. And I got these at, I believe, Walmart years ago. I have an X-Acto knife, a Sharpie, a plate, brush, some white paint, and some silver paint. And a pair of scissors is optional. And the first thing I'm doing is I'm going to mark the tissue box, and then I'm going to use the X-Acto knife and I'm going to cut the top off so that it's only as big as the snowflakes. And I'll be back when I'm done with that. Okay, I've got it cut all the way around and I don't need this. I'm going to discard it. Now what I'm going to do next is give it a good coat of white, and then after it's all covered with white, and it may take 2 coats, then I'll give it a 1 or 2 coats of the silver. You're also going to need a hot glue gun after you get all this done. Okay, that's 2 coats of white paint, and you can see I painted on the inside too, just so that nothing shows on the top. And when this completely dries, I'm going to give it the coat of silver. Okay, that's 1 coat of the silver done, and although it is covered, I can see too many spots, so I'm definitely going to give it the 2nd coat. And after I do that, while it's drying, I'm going to take some Mod Podge to these silver snowflakes, and I'm going to add some holographic glitter to it. The white snowflakes look pretty good on their own. And we'll be back after I get all that done and everything's dry. You know, you wouldn't think that adding a little bit of holographic glitter to these would make that much of a difference, but I'm really amazed at the difference that it does make. I think you can see the difference. Yeah, it's subtle, but it really makes a big difference. And these will just hang till they're dry, and then I'll use them. And you've seen me do this before, but once again I'm going to show it, because lately I have been seeing videos where people are dumping this stuff into plates, using their fingers to put this stuff on their projects, and then they can't get it back in the container. I have lost almost nothing doing it this way. Okay, after that's all dry, I'm going to take some of the white ones out, and I'm going to put some of my Aurora Borealis gemstones on them with hot glue. Okay, I'm going to use large gems just so that it covers a little more of the centers of these. And I'm just going to put that in the little puddle of glue and let it cool down. And they're all going to be like that. You only need 4, 1 for each side. But I thought, and it's really not necessary, but I thought the Aurora Borealis gems gave it an even more icy look. Okay, I used a serrated edge knife, like I've told you before, to cut some foam. And I'm just going to put a little bit of hot glue on it. It doesn't need that much. And I'm going to put a little bit of hot glue down in between and give them a little squeeze. I'm not even going to go for the toothpicks or any of the other goodies. Okay, now that I have something for this to push up against, I'm going to glue on the snowflakes. And I am going to be careful with this because since it has so many empty spots to it, I am really not in any great mood to get myself burnt. And I'm going to repeat that all the way around. Okay, I added a little more foam in here just to fill it out completely. Then I got a bunch of my little odds and ends. I've got some ivy that was left over, and I've got one of those Dollar Tree Christmas trees that I can cut apart. I have some berries that are left over from other projects that I got from the Dollar Tree. And I've got some white roses. And I think that's all I'm going to be using, but that and the snowflakes, of course. But we'll see from there. The first thing I'm going to do is start filling in with the greenery. And I'm going to cut the tree down and put these in where I need them. So I'll be back. So I got a whole lot of these cut off. Right now I still have just the very top 2 rows. So we're going to just start with this, and I'm going to put them in the corners. And these are all about the same length. The ones that are on the very, very bottom are a little bit longer, but yeah, they're pretty much the same. So I'm just going to kind of put them in each corner and right in between. And I'm going to see how that looks, and I may add more. Not quite sure, but we'll be back. Okay, I added 2 more on either side of the corner ones, all the way around, which left 1 in the center. So there's 3, 1, 3, 1, all the way around. Now I'm going to take some of the ivy and just tuck it in. And ivy fills up a whole lot more space, so I don't have to put that much in. And of course I have a lot of this stuff set aside for filler if I need it. Something tells me I'm probably not going to need very much. And notice I'm not putting anything in the center yet, because I want that filled up pretty much with roses. Alright. And the roses are from the Dollar Tree, and they are pre-cut because I have a tendency to do that to most of my bushes. But these are, I don't know, they're not that long. They're maybe 4 inches long stems. And I'm going to do 1 in the center, and I'm going to add 4 more just to keep the number odd, because you know me with my odd numbers. Odd numbers are much more pleasing to the eye than even numbers. So we will be back. Okay, there it is so far, and all I have is 5 roses in there. 1 in the center and 1 in each corner. Okay, now I'm going to cut the berries, and I really love these blue ones. This is all I can get my hands on right now. And I'm going to cut these individually, and I'm going to put these around the roses. And if there's room, I'll put the white berries. If not, I'm not going to worry about it. Okay, I cut them apart. I made sure that I pulled the leaves all the way up before I cut them. And like I said, these are going to go down in between their roses. And that does a couple things. One, it's slightly off shade. This is a very pale shade of blue, which is very icy to me. And it also helps to fill in any open gaps. And I don't need this last one. Okay, now I think we're going to put some snowflakes in here. Okay, I'm just tucking these in between the roses and the berries, and they are staying in place, so I'm not even going to bother gluing them. So I'll get busy with the rest of them. I still have 7, and I'm going to put them in and around, and this should be done. Okay, I put a snowflake on the right hand side of each rose, and then around the center one I put 3. And I'm calling this done. This is going to be a perfect little centerpiece for a winter tablescape. So if you like what you saw, give it a thumbs up, subscribe, and happy creating, everyone.